MCT8. And this is the one I'm trying. I'm trying the latte version. But I'm actually gonna blend it in as well too. So I'm gonna put three teaspoons. Hey Cindy, how are you? Yeah, so this is the one I'm using right now, the mushroom coffee. You guys probably seen it last time. Funny thing is, every time I do have mushroom coffee with MCT oil, I can't sleep, so I have in the morning. Oh, that's interesting. This one still has caffeine in it, and it has the 6 mushrooms. And the only way I can tell whether it's working or not, they want to really take it during the daytime, because some of the mushrooms supposed to actually help you relax, right? So I wanted to see if it's true what they claim it is, and it's good. Because once I put the MCT and blend it in with some hot water, it actually helps me relax. And that's how you know if the quality is good of the lion's mane or any other brand as well, any other mushrooms. I have the link in my profile bio. This is the one I've been using. Mushroom latte. But check it out. I do have the link on my profile bio. I'm drinking coffee, still sleep. Perfect. Yeah, some people actually sleep with coffee, some people don't. But I like this one. It does have a little bit of caffeine, but it does help me relax at night. Is it better to take NAC in powder form versus capsule? Well, I like everything in powder because they don't have anything added, any additional ingredients added. If I can get everything in powder, would be better. How do I fix flared rib? Is it like pain in your ribs? Is it when you feel it? Inflammation? Quercetin? Most of the time it's gonna work. Is gonna be ginger and turmeric. Would be actually ideal. I'll look at it, but use a lot of coffee, so only for one a day. I drink coffee during the daytime. I've been drinking this at night actually. Because around this time I usually like to have something warm, sometimes a tea, but I thought, the mushroom coffee, since I got it, it's working really good. Good evening, sir. Wanna go for a coffee with 2 huge scoops of sugar? Why sugar? Forget sugar. No need to put sugar. If anything, put glycine in it instead of sugar. It tastes like sugar. But it's an amino acid. That would actually help you relax. Glycine or D-ribose, I would actually say. Nave, how are you? Jeff, how are you? We're making some mushroom coffee, so I'm just gonna blend it in right now. Some warm water, and we'll see how it turns out. My rib is sticking out. Did you get it checked at the hospital to see if you have anything damage in the ribs? Did you fall? It's sticking out. Why is it sticking out? Is it from your liver or pancreas? What mushroom is that? Jeff, this one has 6 different mushrooms mixed in it. This is it. It has 6 mushrooms. It has the coffee in it, and some MCT and coconut as well too. No sugar. You can use monk fruit too. Yeah, monk fruit works not bad, but I rather people use glycine. Glycine is an amino acid. It does have a sweet flavor, but it does not spike your insulin at all. Same thing with monk fruit as well. You're back home now? I am off grid still, Prince. I am off grid. I'm inside my travel trailer right now. Question, any natural things for people with hyperammonia? I'll have to look into that. I don't think I have any information in regards to that. So there we go. We got a... Yeah, I am in BC right now, Prince. But it's been freaking raining non-stop today in the afternoon. Finally the weather is... Oh, Duke the puppy, he's out sleeping. He just ate, played, and now he's out sleeping. He's sleeping right by the door in the tiny house. I'll show you guys here in a sec. Just making my little drink coffee. I don't open the door because if he hears me opening the door, he's not gonna like it. I'll show you where he's at right now. I don't know if you guys can see him. There he is. He's out sleeping. If you guys see, he's out, completely out. After he eats, he likes to sit there by the window. So usually he'll be out for a good hour, then I'll open the door, he'll come in and jump in the bed, and he'll take the rest of the sleep. All three mine passed out too. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, after he eats, he relaxes a bit. I eat, we play for 10-15 minutes, and after that, he's completely out. And it's been a long day for us too, because we've been digging all day with the excavator. Finally got I got the tank in the ground, got about 2 feet dug in as well for the pipe, so we just have to hook it up tomorrow and close it off. What's the plan for the day? It's already about what time is it now? About 8 p.m. Yeah, it's 7:44 p.m. It's time to sleep soon. I blended. This is blended. I don't stir it. Yeah, I usually whip it with some MCT oil. I bathed Big One today. After cutting his hair, he's exhausted. Oh yeah, they get exhausted. Like I haven't actually cleaned him up from the mud today. He was playing in the mud all day while I was digging. That's the only way I can actually keep him busy so he doesn't come close to the excavator while I was working with it. Oh, it's early morning for you, Jeff? Yeah, it's late. It's 7:44 p.m. right now, so probably had to sleep soon because I'm exhausted. We've been up since 4 in the morning. Had to work for about a couple hours, and I was out digging for almost 6 hours. I am in an RV right now. This is a travel trailer that I actually have attached to my tiny house right now. Very hot. No, I wish it was hot today. Hasn't been that nice actually. So at least, so this travel trailer, I have it attached to my tiny house, and eventually the whole thing is gonna be open to each other, like the door and the window. I've already this section, you can see in this section how I have the fur. I pulled the walls out and I made it all into fur. I'm gonna do the same thing behind me as well too. So this stuff here will be gone completely, and will be all like a nice little cabin look. Weather heat warning here. Oh wow, where are you at, Cindy? In which location? Yeah, it's starting tomorrow, I think, or Thursday. We're gonna have some nice weather, but you live in a tiny house and it moves from different places. No, I have it fixed. The tiny house is fixed on the ground. The travel trailer was lifted. I got it lifted and I attached it to the tiny house, Jeff. Oh, you're in Toronto. Really? You guys got some heat wave? We don't. Freaking, it's like it snowed on the mountains. This is the first year ever, as far as I remember, that actually it snowed in the month of June. The whole mountain is full of snow. You're pretty smart. I don't see Miss Maurice. There is none. This coffee is good. I had like 6 shots of turmeric too. I don't know why I had that. Well, I don't know why the hell I had 6 shots of turmeric. This is the stuff I had. I'm still kind of doing some testing on them. They came all the way from UK. Some are mixed with ginger, some with ashwagandha, some with beetroot, and each one contains about 35 grams of turmeric. So I had 6 after dinner just to see what's gonna happen. Is it practical to live in a tiny house and a regular house? Oops. I think so. You know, we spend most of our time, Jeff, we spend most of our time outside, outdoors. We only use the indoors to actually sleep and eat. So I say, why not? A tiny house is all a person needs. I'd rather have a huge land and a big lot where I can actually maybe grow things and have animals than to have a huge house and pay so many bills for nothing. And talk about like heating up the place and keeping it nice and warm. All that stuff costs money. So what's the point? And your living quarters are so small. Hard to find others with the same mindset. You seem pretty happy though. I am. I am happy with my little travel trailer. I'm gonna rebuild the kitchen eventually. And my little tiny house, when I put the wood stove there, that's all I need. Oh, it's not whether it's addictive, Cindy, or not. It's technically it's supposed to have 1 or 2 shots a day. I did all 6 shots at once. I just want to see how the body would react, whether it causes any inflammation or not. And that's how I usually test a lot of these products. You live on a boat too? I would love to live on a boat. I don't know if I'd like living on a boat. I think I'd rather be somewhere off grid in the mountain, deep in the mountain, you know, where it's nice and cold, like nice and, hot season, cold season, it's not bad, but not on a boat. I think on the boat will be like rocking back and forth. Probably get me freaking tired after a while. Any advice for 32 years old with heart stent? Yeah, take nitric oxide for the rest of your life. You got it at 32? I got it at 33. Welcome to the club, Ali. You probably have the same gene as me. In Vancouver Island now. How's the weather there in Vancouver? It's been raining here lots. We haven't had time to relax. Today is the first day that actually stopped raining in the afternoon, Prince. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, we'll get some good week weather, so we can some good sunny weather, so I can finish the tiny house because I'm still finishing the ceiling and the sides, and I want to install my wood stove. Pretty fair on Salt Spring. Okay, so the weather's not bad then, probably. So I went and bought some. My head is like hurting really bad. Sorry, nitric what? Nitric oxide. It has to come from nitrate, and there's only one specific company that makes it that actually converts to nitric oxide correctly, and it lasts up to 8 hours. That's it. You have to actually vasodilate your arteries, or you could probably expect to have another heart attack within less than 5 years. And I'm being serious. BC, a lot of rain. Yes, it has been. It hasn't stopped actually. Since I've been here a month now. We've had rain pretty much every single day, except 3 days out of the whole month. It's kind of interesting. It's wet and cold. Let's just put it that way. It's been wet and very cold. And I never expect to actually turn on the heat in the month of June. Let's just put it that way. Because usually the summer here is very, very short. Flying back to Calgary in business was going to bring you some of my products. Well, maybe you can drop them off where you had. Oh, low carbs. Because my mother and my nephew, they're coming up to visit me at the end of the month. When are you going down, Prince? Should I continue with my blood thinner and statins, etc.? I stopped all that stuff. Usually, they'll probably give you about 10 different medications. You can stop all that stuff. Calgary has no water, by the way, Prince. They've been out for 2 weeks. It's gonna be like a 5 week or so bullshit stuff. Stampede week for 3 days. Oh, nice. Hopefully they'll have the water fixed because it's been brutal there, I heard. Who knows whether it's really the water line or something else going on, right? Yeah, usually Stampede is really good in Calgary. I haven't gone to it for almost 10 years now because I've been coming here and just haven't been kind of going back. I've always wanted to go back, but I never really got a chance to. I kind of sit here and kind of enjoy it. Hey, Farida, how are you? I saw these kinds of tiny houses on HGTV, and the innovative floors and the ingenious placing for the bed and living room were fantastic and interesting. The interior design was impressive too. Yeah, there's a lot of nice ones out there where they make them so compact and they make so much room. Like with this one here, when I got it, I know I overpaid for it, but I wanted something simple so I can fully customize it and make it, my kitchen and my bedroom. Then the tiny house would be more of my living area, and whenever somebody come and visits, which is nice to have. Good to see you, Maurice. Hope you're doing well. Trying. We're keeping busy. I just have a headache right now, a massive headache. And the headache is not from working or anything. I actually ordered some cinnamon oil because somebody on TikTok sent me a message. He said if you get cinnamon oil, it keeps a lot of the rodents away and the mice. And I actually put a little bit outside in the garden in the greenhouse and got on my clothes a little bit. And the damn thing smells like really, really strong, and it's giving me a headache. I'll get them to you. I'll message you closer to date. Might have fun. Cheers, Prince. Thanks so much. Yeah, definitely. Touch base and we'll go from there. No, it's not the turmeric. It's the cinnamon oil I got. It smells like very, very strong. I can still smell it on my hand. I washed my hand like 4 times and I sprayed and I put some vinegar on my hand and everything. I can still smell it. And it's very, very strong. Very strong. And I think maybe it might be coming from outside because I put a couple of drops on the outside and the smell is just coming in. And it's not good for, after that, I was reading about it, that it might be even poison for dogs. It's not good. So I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Washing your hands with lemon juice. I don't have any lemon juice. I've been using the vinegar that I have. What I smell? Oh, cinnamon oil. I was using some cinnamon oil to actually get rid of the smell. Not get rid of the smell, get rid of rodents because there's lots around this area. And they've been eating my cucumbers every day. Every day I'll have like a dead cucumber. They'll go in there and they eat it, either freaking a mice or freaking squirrels. So I put that cinnamon oil, supposed to actually get rid of them, but it's intense smell, very, very strong. Seriously, very strong. I can find the listing of nitric oxide. Where is it? Kate, if you go to my website, it's the first one in the list. It's called nitrate supplement. What kind is on your hand? Cinnamon oil. I bought it from Amazon, probably from overseas. It's very potent. You're going to smell like a cinnamon stick for days. Is that bad, really? Damn. This is gonna give me a headache. I probably won't fall asleep from that smell. I can still smell it. I dropped a little bit on the counter. Even you can smell the counter. I put apple cider vinegar. Maybe I'll put some apple cider vinegar. Maybe that will actually kill off the smell. I want to put it. I went to it. I wanted me to sign up for Berkeley something. Yeah, you have to actually just sign up, which is fine to sign up for Berkeley. It is for Berkeley, Kate, just because it is for practitioners only. So you guys are using my code because they only usually sell it for practitioners. So I have my code valid. So that's why you have to register, which is fine. They won't advertise to you or nothing like that. It's just for them to kind of keep record because it is part of the practitioner code and stuff. I should get it to protect my vegetables. Well, what happened is, so I came down from 69 cucumber plants, and the weather hasn't been good for Ida. So from 69 down to 18 plants. And for the past 5 days now, every morning I go up to actually water my plants. There's one cucumber pulled and the roots are kind of being eaten every single day. So I went from 18 plants down to 12 plants. So for the past 6 days, it's been 5 days or 6 days now, I've been losing one plant every day. So I just went and put some cinnamon oil around in the garden. So hopefully that actually gets rid of them, whether they're like little rabbits or whether they're mice, or it could be possible squirrels. I don't know what the hell they are. Something is eating them. So hopefully I will get rid of them because I really want my cucumbers. So I went and bought some more cucumbers today so I can actually regrow them. I always keep plateauing every after week when losing weight. Any tips? Yeah, you gotta do a carb load to actually reboost your metabolism. And usually it's normal to plateau within 30 days, but on a weekly basis, something is off probably with the diet. Rabbits, I don't know if they're rabbits because I've seen their poops, and their poops look like almost squirrel poop. And tomorrow I'm gonna go to town. I'm gonna buy actually a cage. So if they are rabbits, I'm gonna freaking catch them and eat them. How do you eat your cucumbers? I actually peel the skin. Cucumbers is actually considered to be a fruit. So cucumbers, I would eat it with last meal of the day. We have a lot of wild rabbits. So maybe they could be small wild rabbits. And if they are, I'm gonna catch them and I'm gonna eat them. And I'm gonna give some to Duke. Because they keep eating my cucumbers. That's it. That's gonna be my meat moving forward. The smell is gone. Hey Gia, how are you? You know when you put apple cider vinegar, the smell is completely gone. Maybe it's working. So I'll let you know, Farida, if it's actually that cinnamon oil is actually working. But if you do open it outside, because the moment you put a small drop in your inside house or on your clothes, that smell is gonna be there for a long time. And it's gonna give you like major headache. Major headache. So you guys saw the topic today. I was gonna talk to you guys about diet. Diet is the cause, or diet is what's making you possibly sick. The diet is what making us sick. And if you guys gonna do some gardening, make sure you stick with cucumbers, zucchini, lettuce. These have the least anti-nutrient effect on your body. And of course, don't forget to grow some carrots for your pet because they love carrots. So I'm growing about probably 40-50 carrots for Duke. We got zucchini and cucumbers. And I have onions all across because onions are actually really good to kind of keep the animals away, especially the deers. And we got, what else I have? I have wild oregano. Yeah, Duke is out sleeping, Gia. Your favorite little puppy is out sleeping in the front. And you guys are, if you wanted to join us on the webinar this upcoming Saturday, because the topic, it is going to be a private webinar. It's just going to be strictly on cholesterol, LDL, processed foods, everything to do with cholesterol. So definitely it's going to be the first one. If it does go well, then I'll continue doing a class every Saturday on a specific topic. Do you have cages to catch the animals? I don't have any cages. I have to go buy some. It's funny. You know, in the city, I call the city, they actually sell them almost 50% less compared to the stores here locally. It's insane, the difference in prices. Is spearmint tea good? It's good. It's very highly estrogenic. Very highly estrogenic. Very high in polyphenols, but very highly estrogenic. Did you finish your deck? The deck is completed, and I've been digging all day today. I did roughly about 100 feet or so in digging with 2 feet in depth so I can put my pipe, and I did put the 1,000-liter tote as well. But what happened is the end cap of the IBC tote tank, it was different. So I have to go tomorrow to town to actually buy some more parts so I can finish the water. Once I'm done the water, I can start to kind of do other things because I only have very short time to use the excavator. Hey Maurice, how's your day going, friend? Hey, it's going not bad, Jimmy. How are you? How things been with you? Finally stopped raining in the afternoon today, so hopefully it'll be nice for the next couple of days so we can get things done. I have faith in you. Sounds good. So yeah, we're gonna get certain things done, and then I am sure once all done, it's gonna be nice. Actually, I'm trying to kind of finish everything soon. I need to finish everything soon. So kind of because I hate kind of walking in every day, and every day there's like stuff all over the place still because it's not really done. Especially outside right now. I really don't want to show you guys outside because it's almost there's like dirt everywhere and holes, big holes everywhere. So it's crazy. And so I hope I'm able to find the parts tomorrow so I can finish my water tank. So if I put the water tank, yeah, hopefully we'll see what happens tomorrow when I go down. Where do you find the lab certificates for supplement? Do all supplements have been available? Have them? They all do, Blaine. You have, and certain companies that they actually don't list their certificate of analysis, you have to request it from that company. If that company does not give it to you, then there's a loss of trust. And you just have to be careful of that company. If they don't give it to you, then I would walk away to another company. Are you in prison right now? Yeah, I'm in prison. I'm off the grid. That's my little prison place. My beautiful place. Are you in prison? Does it look like I'm in prison because of the back? Here, maybe we should switch the background to something like that. How's this? Is that better? This way you can see my little style of cabin that I'm trying to finish here in the travel trailer. You have to paint your water tubs black so they don't grow algae. Huh. I was gonna actually just cover them and make like a section of a roof of 2x4s or 2x6s to kind of cover it, but maybe I'll just paint it. Maybe I will paint it then. I was gonna just make a frame and actually have like a closed section to it, so this way it kind of prevents whenever there's snow on top of it, it'll actually keep it nice and insulated. But yeah, maybe I'll do that. Now they're gonna be running water all the time in it, so there'll be water going in, there'll be overflow going out, and I'll have the link in the bottom, so it's going directly to my trailer. I think as long as you block sunlight, you're fine. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll do that. Again, I'll do that. Yeah, 100%. And if the water is always moving, you're good. Yeah, so far the water is gonna be always moving, but I don't know how it is in the winter time. Like I heard it drops by almost 80-90%. So I wonder if it's gonna freeze or not. If it's gonna freeze, then I'll have to head to the city for 3 months. If it doesn't freeze, then I'll see how far I can stick it here. Either way, I have to go down in the month of December for the family and stuff for Christmas. But we'll see how it goes. If the water does not freeze, I'll be happy. Because last year, the first week of November, the water froze. I had to go to the creek and fill up water every single day. So it's kind of brutal. All the lines were frozen because I had nothing covered yet. So this year it's a whole new process. So I just finished digging, put the tank in, and now it's just I have to go up to the creek and dig another hole, put another small tub there so I can collect the water and send it through a 2-inch hose down. Are you going to add heat tape? Heat tape? No. I was gonna add heat tape maybe under the trailer because I'm not gonna be able to actually dig the hose under the trailer. I won't be able to do it. So that's gonna be exposed on top of the ground. So I was thinking of actually either probably it's heat tape is called. That's what they use in mobile homes. Heat tape. I'll check it out. I'll check it out because I have two pads that I'm actually gonna put on the septic tank and the water tank to actually keep them warm under the trailer. But I'll look at the heat tape because I need to actually wrap the hose with something because there's roughly about a half a foot exposed outside and there's another 1 foot inside under the travel trailer. So I'll probably have to wrap the whole thing with something to kind of keep it warm. when it drops like -5 or something, it just keeps it warm. I'll check on Amazon because there's nothing here locally. A lot of them been telling me put a heat lamp, but I think if you put a heat lamp at 250 watt being on all day long is gonna end up consuming so much power. It's like heat tracing. It's an electrical cord that has an built-in thermostat. Yeah, I'll check it. I'll check it. The heat tape. I'll check on Amazon, see what they have, and maybe order some. Because they have nothing here. Like a lot of this stuff I have to get, I always have to order it, and it takes at least 3-4 days. 3-4 days for it to come in. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna plug in my phone because almost dead. There gotta be a way to keep your pipes warm. It's called heat tape. Home Depot or Canadian Tire should carry it. If Home Depot carry it, they do ship my way, so I'll probably get it from Home Depot. Give me a second, guys. I just gotta plug in the phone. So yeah, I'll check on that. I'll try to kind of get it done soon because I want to finish the water and don't even want to think about it anymore because last year was stressing me out. Once I'm done with that, then I can just focus on finishing the tiny house. If the water freezes, it freezes this year, you know, I'm doing as much as I could. It's tough to kind of do it all by yourself sometimes, right? It's just there's too many things at a time. Can you give me a diet tip on NAFL? I kept my pipes against an exterior foundation from freezing by using a 100-watt bulb under the crawl space. 100-watt, okay. Maybe I'll have to look into that to see what's the best option, to see how the weather is gonna be. Like, they make wood burning stove for RV. I don't have one for the RV. I bought one for the tiny house, but once I actually installed the wood stove in the tiny house, I'm gonna be ripping the door out and the window out. So hopefully I'll get some circulation coming in here and going out. So this way the travel trailer and a tiny house will be nice and warm. The wood stove that I got is supposed to actually warm up for up to 2,500 square feet. And technically all I have is about 20 by 12, so 300. I have roughly about 400 square feet of living space, so that should be plenty enough. I wish I lived closer. I'd come and help you with the plumbing. Oh, would have been awesome. Trust me, it's plumbing is a nightmare because I'm constantly going to the store. I went to the store the other day and I picked up so many things. So I went and got this for the IBS toad, but what happened is, and I was able to actually find a connector so I can kind of go from a 2-inch reducer to a 1-inch reducer. But what happened is the thread on this is too coarse and it doesn't even fit on the tote. It's funny, I have like 3 different totes and every tote has a different thread. And the one that I put on the ground, this thread doesn't actually fit on it. So which is too bad. So now I have to go back and see if I can find one that actually a finer thread than being too coarse. Is it NPT thread? How the hell can you tell? Like this is this one, it says IBC coarse thread. So I probably need something finer. So it's gonna be fine, almost like this. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Pipe thread is what you need. Pipe thread. Okay, yeah, pipe thread. What I need. So it's gonna be probably almost something like this. Probably. So this is a pipe thread, and the one I have here, this is a coarse thread. So I have to return these now. These were actually good because I can actually just plug them in right away and don't even have to worry about any other connections. But unfortunately, it's not gonna work. Best source of magnesium in tablet form, please. Yeah, in tablet form, you're wasting your time and money. The only magnesium your body absorbs is this one here. It's from Aussie Trace Minerals. It has magnesium, and you need magnesium to actually be in a raw form for you to actually absorb it. It has to be in an ionic form. I'm shipping Jimmy to you, lol. Sounds good. Hey, Jimmy, you're gonna be shipped down here so you can help me out. So this is the one I recommend for the magnesium. And you gotta take about 20 drops every couple hours. If you don't do that, you're never gonna actually saturate your salts. You're never gonna actually uptake your magnesium to the correct level. I'm heavy. I'm a heavy package. There you go. 100. So yeah, you gotta. That's the only way you can actually saturate. I have the profile, the link in my profile if you wanna check it out. It's the ionic pure form, and that's the only one, not tablets. Stay away from tablets or capsules. What about magnesium threonate versus glycinate? Threonate for the brain, glycinate to help you relax. None of them will actually saturate your cells. You need to saturate your cells before you actually start to switch to any other form. My wife said she would pay for the shipping. Hey, perfect. She's gonna ship you down here and tell you, hey, stay out there. Don't come back till the summer's finished. Sounds good, Jimmy. More than welcome. Magnesium ionic chloride trace minerals. Yes, this one here. So this is a trace mineral, but it does have the ionic form of magnesium. Would they need to be in powder form or liposomal to be okay too? No, they have to be either liposomal or liquid. Tips to be calm. I have normal blood pressure, but my blood pressure increases when I come to the clinic. I get nervous. Take some L-theanine. L-theanine. What are the best daily supplements for overall health, please? Nitric oxide. Nitrate supplement, nitric oxide. Vasodilate your arteries so you can actually increase the absorption of the nutrients to your system. That would be like probably like your number one supplement. Your number two supplement is always going to be magnesium, no matter what. There's about 85% of the population is deficient in magnesium. So magnesium is very, very important for you guys. Very, very important. And if you guys don't actually take magnesium numerous times a day, you're screwed at the end of the day. Seriously. Do some people not have negative effect on nitric oxide? Do some people not have? What do you mean negative effect? The only time you get negative effect only if you're using L-arginine or citrulline, because it does cause oxidative stress. So I'm not talking about arginine or citrulline. I'm talking about getting like potassium nitrate, beetroot extract of 25%. It has to be a specific brand. L-theanine does not have has zero side effects. It's 100% pure and 100% effective for the body. What are your thoughts about consuming pasture lard high in monounsaturated? Is that okay? Oh, 100%. Monounsaturated fat, think of it as olive oil. Why do you think they always say eat as much olive oil as you could? Because it's very high in anti-inflammatory effect, which is monounsaturated fats. And lard, pork fat, is very high in monounsaturated fats, which is amazing. As long as you don't oxidize it, it's good, because it's very, very crucial that you cook it correctly or use it correctly, because you don't want to over oxidize the monounsaturated because it's heat sensitive. I had to sidestep carnivore today. I had some ice cream with my mother-in-law and family. She turned 90. Hey, awesome. Happy birthday. 90 is a big number. That's amazing. And hey, you're allowed to have ice cream, which is all right. It was worth it, I hope. What about zinc versus K2 or taurine or creatine? Any of these recommend daily? Taurine is daily and creatine is daily. Yes, I have a credit score of 485. Do you think I can still qualify for a home loan? I don't know what to say. Olive oil also helps loosen your bowel movement. It does, yes. Is the oilic acid an issue in the lard? No, because it's not. I don't think it's the hide in it. It does not cause oxidization unless you're actually mixing carbs with it. When you mix carbs, it actually causes coagulation. L-theanine right now, how much dosage? 200 to 800 milligrams per dose. I don't think so. Hold on, guys, just getting some water. People take a negative on LDN. What? There's no negative effect of L-theanine. L-theanine has no negative effect. Maurice is now a health profession and economist. There you go. I cannot lose weight easily due to fibromyalgia and the effect of Lyrica. What helps? Book a time with me. We can talk about that. What's the headache? How's the headache? Oh, the headache is gone. After I used the apple cider vinegar, the cinnamon smell pretty much is almost gone, which is really good. Nitric oxide. Did you guys know you can fix your headache when you drink coffee? It's pretty awesome. Nitric oxide, okay to take after being diagnosed with dilated cardiomyopathy? Yes, you can fix that as well too. Hi Maurice, how are you? Is diabetic type 1 is cured? Not really, not yet. It is controllable, but not curable yet. I'm surprised lard hasn't become a trend yet, like talo and ghee. Lard and duck fat and all these things are sweat. They're all amazing. It's just right now, people always look for the closest thing. Would be like ghee or beef tallow. The problem is with lard, if it's not pasture raised, you have to be careful. So if you are able to get the lard and pasture raised correctly, then yeah, 100% go for it. What do you recommend for someone with high TNF levels? What's TNF? Please break it down for me. My mind is not working today. It was actually an ice cream cake. It was delicious. Damn, Blaine, that's awesome. I haven't had an ice cream cake for probably like 10, 12 years. I need one. Shaina found a cure, but can't remember if it was type 1 or type 2. It's for type 2, actually. I saw the video. That Shaina actually came up with a cure for type 2 diabetes within 11 weeks. You can actually reverse it. But type 2 diabetes is reversed with lifestyle either way. So there's just to speed up the process of actually lowering your HbA1c levels. Tumors and resources factor TNF is a multifunctional cytokine. I'll have to send you some information in regards to that. Yes, I would consume factory farmed lard. Yeah, I would consume factory farmed lard. Concentrates all the toxins, right? Yes, 100%. I wouldn't. Yeah, you gotta be careful because a lot of the fats contains a lot of the toxins. But like I said, if you can get it good quality pasture raised, that would be awesome. And if you're able to get that, that's why I haven't had pork for 11 years, Jimmy, just because of that issue. Because I'm not able to find any. Even in the city in Calgary, couldn't find any. How many minutes it'll take L-theanine before blood pressure? 30 minutes. Average. 30 minutes before actually it lowers it. Do you still do online meetings 30 minutes, 1 hour? Yes, every day. I've been having meetings every single day nonstop. Today I've had 3 meetings, yesterday 4, tomorrow I have 2. So definitely book a time. I found a pasture-raised pork in Alberta. Oh, nice. I need to check them out. I would love to buy some. I haven't had any for a long time. How can I get rid of gallstones? Olive oil and apples. A farm north of Edmonton. Or maybe that's why, because in Calgary there's nothing. Like I go to a lot of these organic stores when I was in the city, they never had any pasture-raised pork or anything. But so these guys is from north of Edmonton. I wonder if they actually deliver to Calgary or not. Or maybe I can order directly from them eventually. How much olive oil to take every day? 6 tablespoons. As long as cold pressed organic olive oil. And keep in mind, once you open your olive oil, you have less than 30 days to consume it or else it's going to oxidize. Remind me what you said to take with magnesium to make it absorbable. Apple cider vinegar and taurine. I'll tell you now if they deliver. I'll let you know if they deliver. Yeah, let me know for sure. I wouldn't mind getting some to Calgary. Maybe my mom, she's coming to visit. Maybe she can bring me some or something. I've seen their products at farmers market locally. Oh, that's perfect. Maybe I should have like a freaking pasture raised two small pork or something and butcher them. I didn't know that about the olive oil. See, the olive oil tend to oxidize, so that's why you have 30 days to consume it. So every time you buy enough so that you can actually consume it under 30 days. I usually, when I was drinking olive oil back in the days, I would do 1 liter a week. So I used to drink 4 liters of olive oil a month, and it actually has a dramatic effect on your heart, which is really nice. Actually, it lowers your blood pressure and it lowers your heart rate. So my heart rate used to drop in the low 42s. Right now, with this mushroom coffee that I've been drinking, my heart rate at night has actually been dropping to 46, which is really, really good. And 46 is pretty good, very low. That means your heart is being rested at night. And I'm just trying to compare it with the turmeric, because the turmeric actually does that too. It drops your heart. Do you live on a ship? I live in a marine under. Oops. This thing is hot. Damn. Okay, we'll wait for it. I've been taking olive shots for years now. Important to find good olive oil. Many fakes out there. There are a lot of fakes out there, and it's best to actually buy your olive oil locally. Try not to buy it from overseas, because what happened is with the customs now, they're delaying shipments in containers, and a lot of the olive oils are coming here. They're coming from overseas. They're at least 20% being oxidized, which is omega-6 is actually being oxidized. So it's very, very important to actually look at the quality of your olive oil. I used to get mine from California, from an Italian family that actually been growing it for more than 70 years. But the problem is now, because our Canadian custom sucks, we used to get it in like 4 days from California. Now it takes almost 4 weeks to get here. So by the time they get here, they've been coming oxidized. Where to buy it, as I am in the UK. So try to find somewhere in the UK that actually grows it, or maybe Spain is probably the closest to you in UK. Spain is very big in olive oil trees. Have you used SAM-E for liver cleanse? Yes, SAM-E is good for liver cleanse, but it is good for mood. But it's very, very expensive. I mean, it doesn't work on for everybody. I like alpha lipoic acid for liver cleanse. So yeah, check out Spain for olive oil if you're close, because you're in the UK. Yeah, Spain could be close to you. It's better than Italy. Italy, they tend to actually have a lot of mixes in their olive oil, and they've been caught twice already with canola oil and seed oils being mixed. I can't make your video call this weekend. Will it be recorded? Yeah, every call I'm doing, Jimmy, is being recorded now on YouTube. So definitely you can always go back to the YouTube channel and watch it anytime. Every call I'm making now is all 100% being recorded. For the cholesterol one, I'm gonna see if the company can actually record it for me, because this is the first time I use their platform. So I'll see. I hope they do record it. I know it's worth way more, but it is like a first test phase to see how it does, how it goes with the connections and everyone. Greece also has very good olive oil. Yes, they do. They do. And there's a really good company. It goes by the name of Acropolis from Greece. 15 of 24 olive oil been caught mixing in Sweden as well. Wow. Yeah, that's insane how much they've been mixed. A lot of olive oil and a lot of avocado oil been getting mixed everywhere now. My mom just got off statin cholesterol. It's 250 to used to be 150 on statin starts. It's still good numbers. Is that the LDL? It's only when I started researching my diet that I realized how important proper liver function is. Liver is one of your ultimate crucial organ that actually has almost like more than 800 different functions. So if you have high cholesterol, you have issue with your liver. You're gaining weight, you have issue with your liver. You're not digesting food, you have issue with your liver. You have pancreas issue, you have liver issue. Everything's related to the liver. And nobody even looks at their liver correctly. They look at other symptoms like your gut and your digestion and other things, but nobody actually take the time to look at their liver. I used to get it from family in Algeria straight from their trees, but unfortunately I'm divorced. Oh, that sucks. You probably would have got it straight directly. 1800 calorie consume. I don't lose weight. I plateaued 79 kilo in weight. Calories in, calories out is all bullshit. Calories in, calories out is all bullshit. Eat 2 meals a day. Make sure they're all zero carbohydrates and do a carb load once a week. It was amazing oil. You shouldn't have gotten divorced then if it was really good oil. How to detox a liver. Before you detox a liver, you should actually detox your kidney first. Is eating black olives good? Organic black olives or organic green olives, as long as they're not actually fermented with citric acid, as long as you're doing them yourself. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. You're a kind person. Thanks so much, Blaine. I really appreciate your comment. Thank you. How to detox the kidneys. You have Cenca Piedra, you got magnesium, you got NAC, you got magnesium citrate. All that stuff will actually cleanse your kidneys. NMN to actually open up the filtration. So you take a bunch of that stack to actually cleanse your kidneys. Once you cleanse your kidneys, then you go after your liver. If you go after your liver, all the toxins are going to be dumped in your kidneys. And if your kidneys are not clean enough, you're going to actually block your filtration. So as a phase one, you finish your kidney, then you start on your liver. What type of carbs on a carb load day? Simple carbs. You need a fast insulin spike. Was 164, stopped taking statins. Now my cholesterol is 244. What to do? Take niacin. Is dandelion root good for the kidneys? Oh yeah, dandelion, milk thistle, all that stuff is going to help excrete any water from the kidneys. And if there's oxalates, it's going to actually cleanse it out. Dandelion is very, very powerful. I have a combination stack. I should share it with you guys. I should make a small video and share the stack with you guys for the kidney cleanse. They are mostly some herbal kidney stuff. Maybe I'll do the video for tomorrow. I'll put it on both YouTube and on TikTok for you guys. It'll be like a short video. I got introduced to NAC back during the plague in 2020. NAC is perfect. NAC is amazing, but a lot of people don't know how to take it. You have to take anywhere between 12 to 2400 milligrams of NAC every 4 hours. And you do that for 5 days straight. You cycle off for 3 days, and you do it again for 5 days based on how you feel. If you're just doing it once a day, 1000 milligrams, 1200 milligrams, you're just wasting your time and money. Let's take my stack supplement. There's my stack of supplement. We got magnesium. We're gonna take some magnesium. We're gonna take some acetyl L-carnitine. We're gonna take some liposomal. I'm still missing one. I can't find it. Maybe I'm out. Do you have any videos on type 2 diabetes, please? I have lots. Oh, there it is. My alpha-lipoic acid. The R form. This is very, very important. This is actually will recycle your vitamin C and your vitamin E. Very efficient. And this is probably my favorite for the liver. Where will I find them? Find what? The supplements I take? These are actually by the company called Live On Labs. Very expensive, but they are liposomal. Alternative to statins. You can download my ebook. For a few dollars. It'll actually guide you through the process. Or you can actually you can sign up for my webinar this coming Saturday for $4. I'm going to be discussing everything about cholesterol. Oh, you'll have to search for them. I don't know if you can search for them. I got this diabetic report for a friend now. She almost pre-diabetic in 4 weeks. It's worth it. It's worth it. Azizad is laughing. So let's do the liposomal shots. I think today I'm overdosing on supplement. I've had like six shots of turmeric. That's 35 grams each. And now we're taking 4 shots of liposomal, acetyl L-carnitine, glutathione, and magnesium althreonate. I don't know what the hell am I doing to myself. I'm trying to actually clean myself from all the exhaust from the excavator. That's the only way I can clean myself up. It's insane. Let me see if I can lower the camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. I don't know if I could. So there's my like little water shot. Can you cover how important autophagy is? I will, yeah. Autophagy is very, very important. That's the only way you can clean your dead cells and your coagulation effect. So this way your body can actually recycle correctly. If you don't actually hit autophagy, if you guys gonna do if you guys are doing like fasting, like the bullshit, I call it bullshit fasting, because people do like 14 hours or 16 hours or 18 hours. That's all bullshit. If you're gonna continue doing that, you're not really doing any good to your body, other than probably getting some weight loss and stuff like that. But if you really want to hit autophagy, you gotta do minimum 24 hours, 36 hours. That would be like a real intermittent fasting to actually for better health. And you need to do that to actually recycle your proper cells and actually let your body clean itself out. When is the webinar about cholesterol? This Saturday. If you go to my website and go all the way to the bottom of the website, you can actually register for it. So back to fasting and autophagy, guys. When you're doing 14, 16, 18 hours, you're not really doing a whole lot to your body other than to kind of maintaining your body weight and maintaining your kind of health. But it is ideal to do a 24-hour. Even if you could do a 24-hour once a week, would be the best thing you can do to actually, yes, you can become insulin sensitive with the 16 and 18 hour, which is not bad. But to actually hit autophagy and actually reverse your age and actually clean up any dead cells, you have to do the minimum of 24, 36 hours, prolonged fasting. What is your website? If you click on my profile picture, it'll take you to my main page and you can click on the website. No, it is gonna get to control your insulin 100%. Don't get me wrong, but the 24 hours or even 36 hours, that should be done at least if you can do it once every 2 weeks. If you can do it on a weekly basis, would be ideal. Like I went 24 hours every day for 6 months straight. I did 3 days on, 2 days off, 3 days on, 2 days off, 36 hours. But all these things would work. I used to fast 3, 4 hours between carb meals. Did that count? We can pretend it counts. Water fast 24 hours, you mean? Correct? Yes, 100%. I just took 4 shots. I'm feeling from a 24-hour fast, and my fast is night and day difference from 16/8. The feeling, well, the 24 hours, it's not whether it's a different feeling or not. You're probably not gonna notice it much. It's more of your body is actually just cleaning itself out. That's all it is. But are you gonna feel it? Some people will claim they feel better, more energetic, more things like that. That's all bullshit. People just babble too much. You're still gonna feel the same whether you do 16, 18 hours or 24 hours. You're still gonna get the same effect. There's no difference. It's not like you're gonna feel any better. But the long-term effect of the autophagy, that's what actually works really well. But feeling wise, if you do it, you're gonna say, "Wow, I feel great." No, sometimes you might feel tired, or you might feel more hungry. To give you an example, when I used to do the 24-hour fasting, and when I have my meal after 24 hours, I would eat like 3 times as much as I would eat the 2 meals in an 18-hour period, and I'm still hungry. So that's the difference as well too. Stevie Ray, what is good? Sound therapy. I've heard of sound therapy. Then it's not ADHD. They may just be bored. Okay, he gets bored all the time. With high cholesterol, what do you think of all meat protein diet, no sugar. That's what I actually been eating for the past 10 years, being on a carnivore diet, and I have super high cholesterol. There's nothing wrong with that. Carnivore diet with high cholesterol, good or bad, is good. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as your cholesterol is not being oxidized. So the question is, how do you oxidize your cholesterol? It's the stuff you put on the food. It's the stuff, the heavily processed, man-made bullshit, and the sources of the food where they come from that could actually cause the oxidization of your cholesterol, of your LDL mostly. What are your thoughts on TMG, trimethylglycine, to actually help methylate homocysteine? It does work for certain individuals. It's a combo of do it and introducing something they enjoy that benefits them. He gets bored all the time. Diet. So TMG does work, or you can use the methylated form of B12 and folic acid, and you can use vitamin B6, magnesium, but it varies. TMG is not for everybody, only if you have an issue with homocysteine. But keep in mind, the only reason homocysteine is not methylating correctly because you don't eat enough collagen in your diet. What are you drinking? I was taking a couple shots of single malt whiskey. So we're talking about health, and I'm drinking here. It was actually really good. No, I'm just bugging you. I just had my magnesium and liposomal of alpha lipoic acid. But did you guys know that single malt whiskey will actually lower your triglycerides? It's pretty interesting. There was a study on that too. It lowers it by 17%. Is there a calculation for LDL and regular cholesterol? There's a calculation for HDL to triglyceride ratio, and the ratio should be below 1. Methylation with B12 just increases ADHD effect. That does, and that's why you can take L-theanine to actually control your ADHD. But it depends, B12, it is optional there. It doesn't have to be B12 all the time. It could be TMG, or it could be other things. But like I said, it could be even collagen. The only reason sometimes we have issue with methylation because we don't consume enough collagen sometimes in our diet. Technically, if you're consuming 100 grams of protein or under, you need 5 grams of collagen. If you consume over 100 grams, you need minimum 10 grams of collagen daily. Did you experience better endurance when working out with restricted breathing? I'm testing out a new machine right now. I can't really say in regards to that. I haven't really done a full testing on it. So I'm still kind of looking into it. Lone Wolf, love your channel, Maurice. Thank you. Thanks so much. Really appreciate that. For kids too. What's for kids too? I've been testing right now another one with the breathing device, Blaine. Let me show it to you. I haven't really shared it with you guys much because I'm still kind of working with it to see how I can actually expand the lung capacity, because you know what keeps the heart strong? The heart has nothing to do with sending the blood and receiving blood back and forth. It's your lungs that do all the work. And if your lungs are struggling, then it's going to be very tough. So this is a device I've been actually using, and you can actually adjust how much restriction of oxygen or your breathing in and out. You can control that as well too. How do you get collagen through vegetables and fruits? You don't get collagen through vegetables and fruits. Hi Mo, how are you, bro? Hey John, how's it going? Can eating beets be enough to get betaine or still TMG? You still get TMG, but the problem is it conflicts because it has oxalates in it. So Blaine, I've been using this one. It's supposed to boost your red blood count, isn't it? It's supposed to, yes. But I haven't really done any testing since I started using this to see exactly what's the difference in the body or what changed yet. This device is very, very cheap. It's only a few dollars, made in the UK. I know there's a lot of knockoffs out there you can buy, but so trying to kind of increase the performance, like at the high performance, because you can actually suppress how much you breathe. What blood panel would you recommend for cholesterol to figure out if you're good or not? Send me a message. There's a few you have to get. There's a few. There's ones for soft plaque, one for to actually oxidize cholesterol. There's quite a bit. How do you get collagen? It has to come from bovine collagen. If you're vegan, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get collagen from plants. Some people claim that you can get it from silica, but you don't. This is not nearly enough. So Blaine, I can't really give you an answer yet till I do like a full testing on this, and I can just kind of tell you how it's working for performance wise. I keep forgetting to use it while I work out, but maybe I'll start using it. I'll have it here in front of me. Marine collagen, good. Yeah, 100%. Marine collagen is good as well too. Just make sure the fish is not actually produced from farmed, because if they are farmed, and the problem is they do contain a lot of mercury and a lot of heavy metals. So that's why it's a yes and a no kind of thing. Yeah, it is very, very simple device. Very cheap as well. It's only a few dollars. And yes, you can actually adjust it very easily, and you can actually close it off very, very good as well. So you can actually enhance, or you can actually decrease it, or you can actually make it even tougher. So you can actually struggle to breathe. So I did it like all the way till the optimal one day, and you almost feel like you're gonna faint from uh, suppressing your breathing. But yeah, it's just a very simple device that they actually been used. What do you get your collagen from? I get type 1 and type 3. I actually usually order it from iHerb. I do have the link, I think, on my profile bio. So type 1 and type 3 from bovine. That's the one I take. You're on late? Yeah. Hey, Marie, how are you? I am. I just had my coffee shots, two of them. So that's going to probably knock me out anytime soon. And you're supposed to do this, Blaine, at least twice a day or three times a day, probably about a minute or 2 minutes, and that's it. But what I'll do is I'll use it tomorrow while I'm actually working out to see the difference, because I know there's some they actually restrict the breathing from their nose, but this one's actually you restrict the breathing. Well, you do the breathing through your mouth and see how that actually affects it. Hey, Angel, how are you? So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Very, very simple device. It is made in the UK. It was sent to me from UK as a gift. And I've seen the one on Amazon made in China. It's a lot cheaper material. It actually has like a rubbery taste in your mouth. So I wouldn't really highly recommend it. I know Temu was selling it. Some people bought it from Temu. But the rubber in your mouth, it has a disgusting taste. So better to get it from these guys that actually use it like non-BPA and a little bit better material of the plastic. Why after I stopped all oils do all oils, I no longer get pain and inflammation at night, less kidney pain. Well, a lot of the oils, the problem is we don't know what they're mixing them, and most of them, like we were talking earlier about different oil forms from avocado to olive oil to all that stuff, that most of them are already oxidized in the bottle, that we think they're good for us, but they're already oxidized, about 20% oxidized, because they all contain omega-6, and it's heat sensitive and oxygen sensitive. And once you open the bottle, you have less than 30 days to consume it. Sorry, I missed it, but what was the gadget? Oh, this is for a breathing unit. There you go, if you guys can see it. And you can actually adjust the strength on it in the back. Be very careful leaving Duke's bowl outside. Also, do not let him eat wild birds. Avian flues back. Oh, interesting. I have like bird poops everywhere, and Duke was trying to actually, when he was young, he used to try to go lick them, and he used to get yelled at. So now he doesn't touch them anymore. All that stuff, by the way, Cindy, is all just made up stories. So they get people to actually stop growing their own chicken and having their own chicken in the backyard, because it's becoming a big thing. And they said the numbers has increased from 1.5 million to 5.6 million in the past year since COVID. So now they're coming up with a flu for birds and chickens. So they're eventually gonna start to shut down anybody who has a chicken coop. It's gonna be all over Canada and the US soon. Watch, you guys will see that. As for the collagen, besides bone broth, how about chicken legs? Yeah, chicken legs are amazing for collagen. Can having high cholesterol cause dementia? No, it's the opposite. If you have too low of a cholesterol, causes dementia. Rick Grimes, Walking Dead. Cheers to that. No, friends are wildlife rehabbers. Trust me. Oh, is it? Okay. That's interesting. And did it start already? I'll look into it just to make sure. Because I know we get a lot of freaking poops everywhere sometimes from the birds. A lot of birds around here sometimes. Maybe I should start shooting them down. It's a bad year of it. It's a bad year of it. Okay. No, that's good. That's good to know. I'll usually Duke's bowl, by the way, gets washed every single day before he drinks, before he eats. He has two different bowls, one for his food, one for his water. And they have to be washed every single day or else he's not allowed to actually touch them. So I usually take him at night, wash him every night, get him all ready for the morning. Yeah, he doesn't go after. He can't. He doesn't go after the wild birds at all. To me, I'll have to actually probably deworm him. Is coming up for him. Have you used the blood pressure watch on your site? Is it accurate? It's probably one of the only one out there that is very accurate, Blaine. I still have it. I use it almost every single day. I use the new one right now. It's actually pretty amazing. Very accurate. You can't even compare it to the Apple Watch. It's very accurate to the doctors, the one they actually use, the one in a cardiologist office. Actually, we did a test on it, and it's like identical testing. And actually, it does have the patent flow on the watch. So actually, it squeezes. It has like the air pump. So actually, it squeezes and it gives you like an accurate reading. How to get rid of parasites? You get black walnut. You have, what else you have? There's a lot of other things. Book it time, we can talk about it. Local food outlet sells chicken wing soup, good for collagen. Not bad if it's done correctly. If it's done correctly. You guys, if you go to my website, there's a lot of ebooks on a lot of the questions you're asking. There's a lot of information on the cheat book. And you guys asking a lot of questions, and nobody's tapping the screen for any likes. Nobody's sending anything as a thank you. Just question after question I've been getting, and I've been answering a lot of them. So you guys, for your support to support my channel, definitely. Thank you, Farida. I really appreciate that. Tap the screen. Join my YouTube channel would be amazing. Join the webinar coming up this weekend. All that stuff will definitely help me. Or else I'll stop giving like free answers. We'll make it very private. That's it. And I'm here for you guys late. It's almost 9 p.m. Usually I don't stay that late. Usually I'm out cold sleeping right now because I'm up at 4 a.m. every morning. I don't know why the hell I get up at 4, but I have to. Ebook is great. I highly recommend. Maurice, I had knee pain, totally gone now. Marie, thank you as always for the comment. I gotta take my stupid medication. One little stupid medication I still take. I don't know why I have to. Supposed to be off of it 10 years ago, and I'm still not able to. It's the doctor's fault. I'm trying to get the webinar on Saturday. I don't know how. If you go to my website, Farida, and I have the link in the bottom of the page. Why is that? What do you mean, why is that? Why is that, brother? And not to mention, he's still helping me with other things, and I'm losing weight too. That's awesome. I'm always going to help you guys. What do you still take? Brolenta. So what happened is, now I feel guilty. You got some PayPal coming your way. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks so much, Blaine. I really appreciate that. So the medication that I take, when I had a heart attack, guys, most of you guys know that I already had a heart attack 10 years ago. I was given 12 medications. So within the first 3 months, I dropped all the medications except one, which is called Brilinta. Now, technically, you're supposed to be on Brilinta. It's like an anticoagulant uh, to prevent from having another heart attack. You keep taking it for a year. But there's two type of stents. There's one they use that actually opens up your artery, and there's another one. The only reason it stays open is with medication. Because when I had the heart attack issue, the vein, the artery that was damaged, it was on a curve. It was on a curve. So what happened is that curve, for it to stay open, I'll have to continue taking Brilinta. So 3 4 years down the road, I'm like, why the hell do I have to still take a Brilinta? I think it's very expensive. It's actually one of the major side effects with the Brilinta. You end up losing tendons strength. So that's why a lot of people end up getting tendons damage. And that's why I end up getting my tendon damage in my bicep. So I got off the medication to see what happened. And within about less than 30 days, the stent collapsed. So I end up experiencing a heart attack from it again. The second one, nobody knows that. So technically, the Brilinta is supposed to actually keep that curved stent open. I don't know if it's true, if it's bullshit, and that's why I'm still stuck on it. I'm trying to actually meet up with some cardiologists from Europe to do like an AI scan to see if it's actually true that this is keeping her open from Brilinta or not. So I've been doing research on this for 10 years. And the only supplement that comes close to Brilinta is taurine. Now, taurine takes almost about 5 years to saturate in your cells to at the heart level. So that's what I have to do. So I've been taking taurine every day, 9,000 milligrams. Once I'm fully saturated, Brilinta is coming off my list. On the Brilinta, do you clot fine when you get cut? Yes, I clot fine. Everything is normal. There's nothing wrong. It's just the intake of the drug is just I don't like it. But from 12 medications down to one within 3 months, which is excellent. I'm doing a really good job. It's just that one that I'm not able to stop because every time I stop it, it collapses my stent, and that's something we can't figure out why. I can't figure out why. And of course, cardiologists are freaking clueless. They don't know why. They just want their money. A couple $100 every month to actually keep buying the medication. That's all they care for. I think it's bullshit. It's unfortunate, but that's what I have to live with at such a very freaking young age. So that's what I'm at. They saved you. The doctors, cardiologists, they didn't save me. No, they didn't save me. They made things worse because right now, if anybody tells me, "Hey, Maurice, I'm getting a heart attack or I'm getting a stent. Should I get the stent?" I'll say, "No, don't get a stent. There's other things you can definitely do." I'm in Coumadin. I have a mechanical valve. Sorry to hear that. What drug collapsed your stent? Sorry, just joined. Brilinta. It depends on the stent and the way it's put in. The way it was mine put in was a little bit different. You Lebanese? Yes, cheers to that. But Darren, if you miss any of the questions, if you just came on, there's a lot of the information that's going to be on website. Me too. Cheers to that, Gaines. Gaines Music. How old are you? How old do you think? For some reason, I'm still stuck in my early 20s. What does the taurine do? So the taurine has similar effect as Brilinta as an anticoagulant, antiplatelet. Just bought your cheat book and wow. Let me know how you like it. Now keep in mind, I am working on version 1.2. So whoever buys the cheat book will get all the new future versions for free. I just ordered some 38. I wish I was that young. I had my mitral valve stenosis. Oh, wow. People are so rude, lol. You're in your late 40s. I'm in my early 20s. What are you guys talking about? 40s? You kidding me? Are you a doctor? I'm a TikTok doctor. Yes, I got my certificate through TikTok, if that interests you. If you don't mind, what were your symptoms during your heart attack? So, what were my symptoms during my heart attack? I was actually, I was driving when the heart attack happened. So, I got tightness in my shoulders, upper back and upper chest pain, like deep, deep, heavy pain. And I was sweating and freezing the same time. And the sweat is coming from my forehead, my nose, my cheeks, my body, my neck. And the same time, I would actually freeze. So I parked the car. I'm like, I was going to buy a new house, and I bought the house, and I was all excited and everything. I was in Cochrane, and I go on my phone. I call the hospital. I'm like, where are you guys located? Because I can't find you. So she sends me the address. I'm like, okay, I'll be there in 2 minutes. She's like, what can I help you with? So I hanged up the phone and stopped driving. Started driving. So I drove to the hospital. Parked the car. Didn't know how I parked the car. I just left the car in the middle of the road. Passed two red lights. Got two fines in mail 2 weeks after. Rushed in the hospital. The lady that I spoke with on the phone, she knew that I was the one who was calling. She takes me in and she sticks a needle in my stomach. So they usually stick magnesium sulfate in your stomach to prevent any clotting and to actually allow your heart to relax. That's why I always say anybody that lives off grid or any places like that, make sure you have like magnesium sulfate with you just in case. So she stuck a magnesium sulfate in my stomach. Nothing happened. She stuck another one. And she's like, all right, Maurice, you're experiencing a heart attack, so we'll have to actually get things moving right away. And in that meantime, I grabbed the phone, I called my brother, and I called my parents. I'm like, hey guys, don't worry, I'm all good. I'm just experiencing a heart attack, and I'm just sitting here in the hospital. They're actually checking things out. I was not having no symptoms or anything before that, Jimmy. No, it just happened out of the sudden. And they drove me from Cochrane all the way to Calgary, put me on the table, and the doctor comes up. He's like, okay, there's a waiting about 4 hours because there's somebody ahead of you who's having a massive heart attack. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? Like I'm in pain here and I'm dying. I'm like, I can't even feel my toes anymore. I'm having a hard time breathing. Like this is bullshit. So I was calling my brother. I was calling my dad. Well, this is happening actually in the hospital. Finally, they said, okay, no worries, let's take you in. So they took me in, and automatically they went through my wrist, and they kept feeding me a lot of water, and they wouldn't allow me to urinate. So I was almost like I was gonna have like a bladder freaking explosion. So they went into my wrist, and they went into the artery, and they actually opened it up. As soon as they opened it up, before they put the stent, the pain from my back and chest completely gone. Instantly. Like imagine something is just sitting on you for the past hour, heavy pain, having a hard time breathing. You're losing your thoughts. You're losing the way. You're losing your thoughts, and you're losing where you're at because of the so much pain. It was just brutal. So as soon as they opened the artery, pretty much I felt great. Then I just stayed on the table for about 2.5 hours. I had to sign some papers. One of them says, okay, you have an artery blocked. We have to go in. It's 98% blocked. And we have to go in there and put a stent, but there's like 1 out of 20%, 20% or something survival. So you have to sign a sheet so they don't get sued. So I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll just sign it. So I signed it. They go in. Half hour later, they're like, okay, perfect, we're successful. We finished one. Then they had to go back in there for the second one, and the second one again. And I had to actually sign another sheet because the other one was almost 90% blocked again. So I actually signed another sheet. They went back in and they put it, and that's the fucking one they end up putting on the curve. I gotta check again which artery that is. I have pictures. I don't know if I have him here or I left him in the city. So on the curve, they end up putting a stent, but they end up damaging the artery. So what happened is when they damaged the artery, so the artery kept leaking. It was on the right side and it kept leaking. So what happened is I went back home, 3 days after and everything. So I was getting a fluttering heart, irregular heartbeat, and that's how I was able to actually fix the issue. I started to actually do a lot of research. But what happened is because it kept leaking, when I went back 6 months or so after, they did see there was some inflammation in the artery, but they didn't know what it was because they have to go back in. So they left it. We left it. And my heart was only functioning at 40%. So the doctor said, okay, you're probably gonna have maybe 2 years to live because your heart got damaged really bad. And that's when I actually start to actually dig a lot heavier into supplementation and everything, and start to come up with the heavy stacks, the ribos, creatine, all that stuff. And within about 2 months, I went from 40% up to 92% recovery. They cannot remove a stent as well, when that stent collapsed from the damage they caused it. All they did is, let's say this is a stent and up here there's a damage. They went in and they stuck another stent inside the stent and they reopened it. So they cannot remove that stent because that stent is actually infused with the artery. So the damage they did around the stent here in the bottom caused leakage and inflammation. So my troponin levels for to check whether you're having a heart attack or not got damaged. So the leakage was showing that I'm actually constantly living in the heart attack zone. So they went back in there and they put another stent and reopened it. So they actually prevent that. So that's the only reason I'm stuck taking a Brilinta, to actually prevent from further damage. So that's what kind of got me into doing a lot of these supplementation and stacks. And that's how I actually figured it out, how to actually fix atrial fibrillation, tachycardia, bradycardia, all that stuff, because it all actually falls in the same category. And it's easy to actually bring up your heart function from being 40% up to like 90 some percent. Can they do bypass down, or they can do bypass down the road, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that. So I'll keep it the way it is. As long as everything nice and strong in the heart, I'll maintain it that way. And that's why having a heart attack at a very, very young age, the only way you can do is you can vasodilate your arteries at all times, so you prevent them from collapsing. And that's the only reason I believe very highly of nitric oxide, and I take it twice a day. I have AFib. You can fix AFib. AFib is very easily fixed. Very easily fixed. Blue sclera? I never heard of that. Are you able to list your supplement to maintain heart health? Do you have a magnesium sulfate link you recommend? I don't. I had to actually buy mine locally from a pharmacy that I got to know. But I don't know if you can order magnesium sulfate as a shot. My dad said they gave him a shot in his stomach when he got to the hospital. Yeah, the same thing. They do that to everybody, Jimmy. That's a magnesium sulfate to vasodilate your arteries and allow your heart to actually go into a relaxation stage instantly. It's very similar to nitro they put under your tongue, but this one is a lot more effective. While you're on a table with a heart attack, if that's not signing under duress, I don't know what would be. It was brutal. It was brutal, Blaine. I just, I had to, it's not your time, right? It's not your time. You have to kind of keep pushing and keep fighting no matter what. And I was, at the end of the day, sometimes it feels like, fuck, you'd rather die than to kind of feel that pain, but you're still pushing no matter what. My mom had his daughter in her 30s, had 7 heart attacks and 2 bypass. Oh, wow. 2,000 milligrams of magnesium sulfate is given to me every time I go in a severe asthma attack. Oh, yeah, that's how much they take. I don't know if they're giving it to you as a needle or not, but that's how much magnesium sulfate. Some right now, they actually even offer it as an IV. Taking magnesium and benfotiamine and still having AFib. They want to give me cardioversion. No, you can fix that. You can fix that. You're not taking the magnesium correctly, and what kind of magnesium and how much magnesium you're taking. Okay, yeah, they give you the IV. That's really good. That's really good, actually, to get the IV. Oops, I dropped some water. What if you have low blood pressure with CVT and you still take magnesium? Yeah, magnesium will actually balance your low blood pressure. I got my magnesium today after been waiting for it for 2 freaking weeks because I ran out. How is your blood sugar? Oh, I'm like my HbA1c is 4.8. Can mercury from almagan filling cause adrenal and oh yeah, it does. 100% it does. I would actually pull them off your teeth automatically. Yeah, I did a book, an ebook right on. It's called Heart Arrhythmia: How to Fix Heart Arrhythmia, and I have the how to take the proper magnesium with the other supplements you can actually fix your AFib. Magnesium sulfate, if you can get it as a needle shot. I don't know if they sell it in any pharmacies or not in Alberta. That's really good. I got work to do. 2 years. It was 5.2. Now it's 5.6. Start taking some berberine and switch all your carbohydrates to last meal of the day. Magnesium ionic chloride, 40 to 50 drops, 2 times per day. Which are you taking this one here? This is the one you need to take. 40 drops every 3 hours. Can fillings cause arrhythmia? Yes, the mercury will actually deplete your magnesium. I had sleep test last night, slept like a baby. So if you sleep like a baby, you know the baby wakes up every 2 hours and cries. So I don't think you slept like a baby, Cindy. If you had a good deep sleep, that's different than sleeping like a baby. Maybe you're not taking enough. You're not taking enough. No. And plus you gotta take taurine with it. Taurine will actually allow the magnesium to get into your cells. Your ebooks are a great bargain. People should check them out. Yes, guys, please do check them out really well. Would be awesome. Can a sinus infection? Check out my ebooks, guys. I have a lot of ebooks that I wrote on a lot of these symptoms and different things that you can actually fix some root causes. Can a sinus infection raise your blood work like basophils, monocytes? Yes, it does, slightly. It causes overstimulation. I recently did research on nasal spray that can cause arrhythmia. Can this actually be true? Yes, I've seen a few already. But you take the taurine separate from the magnesium. Right now, I take them together. I take 3,000 milligrams of taurine. Do you have ebook on heart health? I do, yes, and I'm working on a big one right now with heart disease. Struggling with CPAP. Take some NAC, Renee. Take some NAC. So every time I drink magnesium, I take my my taurine as well. So there's my taurine, and so there's my 3,000 milligrams. I do have ebooks on high blood pressure and how to reverse it. What berberine you take? I take the one from Australia. Yeru, how are you? I have to order more. If people read over your ebooks, we would have more time to talk about Duke and the chickens you're planning. Yeah, no kidding. Guys, if you download my ebooks, and like Blaine was saying, if you guys download my ebooks, then we can talk about Duke, we can talk about the chicken coop, we can talk about plumbing, we can talk how we can actually get the tiny house so it doesn't freeze in the winter. There's a lot of things we can talk about other than health. If you guys download all my ebooks, it gives you all the answers there, especially the cheat book. I can see the magnesium. Can I see the magnesium again? I have it on my website. This is it. This is it. There's the magnesium that you need. This is the most bioavailable, most natural form. 40 drops with a cup of water. And you take your taurine. So you can, this is a Canadian company, but you can get a different brand. There's your taurine. You take your taurine so you can actually get as much magnesium as you want into the cells. I used your link and ordered 2 bottles yesterday. Awesome. You know how many bottles I had to order? Because it took almost like 2.5, 3 weeks for me to get them here. Usually it takes like 5 days, but because I'm living off grid. So I ordered 12 bottles. I know it's a lot of money, but I need it. Exactly. Order the ebooks. I love them. Great information. Do you know what can be some side effects from active B12 folate supplements? Side effects? Are you getting like I've seen some people get a scatterbrain as a side effect from taking B12 if you take too much. Can you show both diver and take pictures? So there's the this is a magnesium. If you're gonna take pictures, and I have the link on my profile bio. And there's a taurine. If you're in Canada, you can. This is a CanPrev brand. It's probably one of the best in Canada because they actually import everything from Europe. So there you go. I think you can get a picture of it. Shave your head. I was thinking because I need a haircut. I need a haircut. My hair is growing, so maybe I should shave my head, see how it looks like. What supplements for cholesterol when on a carnivore diet? Why do you want to go on a cholesterol medication or supplements to lower cholesterol? Is your cholesterol being oxidized? That's the questions you need to ask. If your cholesterol is not being oxidized, then nothing to worry about. I said, nurses, I work with battling sinus infection. None had vid. What do you think? You can actually take NAC and acetylcysteine. Living off grid, can you discuss some supplements or medications in case different emergencies? Okay, let's discuss that. So, living off a grid, some of the medications for emergencies that you guys would require, at least I did a video almost last year. There's 3 things you would require, but I can only remember 2 of them. You need your magnesium sulfate and you need your colloidal silver. Living off grid, seriously, you need both of them for any type of parasite. If you're drinking water that you're not sure of, the colloidal silver is going to help with that. Magnesium sulfate, if you're actually experiencing heart attack, panic attack, anything like that, you can actually use the magnesium sulfate to help relax the heart till you get yourself to the hospital. And of course, there's a third one. I can't remember what it was, but it's mostly for allergies. That's one of the 2 things. Now, the other thing is for supplementation. Yes, oregano does work, but a lot of the stuff is very minimally hits the body. You need something that actually hits the body fast. We're not talking about oregano or MCT oil or berberine and any other supplements. All this stuff, they do hit the body, but they hit the body at a very, very, very small amount. Colloidal silver can work as a dewormer. Yes, 100%. And you can actually use dewormer. I can't really talk about this stuff, uncommon supplementation, because I can get banned. But yes, there's animal stuff you can use. Try to stick with the stuff that is mostly for horses. Yes, you can definitely use them. Yes, you can actually heal yourself and fix yourself. But colloidal silver is good. Magnesium ionic chloride, nitric oxide, and niacin. These 4 supplements will actually hit your body at a very fast rate. At a very fast rate. I'll tell you why I'm doing this. So what happened is, when I drove the travel trailer against my tiny house, I have a heater in the tiny house, in the stupid. I have a small heater in the travel trailer. So when I lifted it up and was actually so close to the tiny house, I thought, what the hell? So I took the hose off because I'm not gonna use the heater anymore. So by me taking this off, guess what happens now? There's a mice that goes inside the heater, and the problem is they're stuck inside the heater. They only can go inside the heater and they can come out. So the only reason I was making that noise in the heater to actually scare them off. That's why I got the cinnamon oil as well too. But what happened is I'm gonna be taking that heater out, and I'm gonna actually put some spray foam. But the heater is actually hooked up to a gas line. So I'm trying to actually take the gas line off, order the part for it, seal it, remove the heater, then put the spray foam. Then when I remove the heater, I can actually have a bigger sink, bigger and deeper sink, and I can actually have like a garbage can. But I need to close that 2-inch hole that I actually took by mistake, and now I can't really reach it, and that's why there is actually a mouse that's trying to go through it. So I've already caught two, and I killed two with a little bait. I put it under the drawer in the bottom. I had to take everything, I put it in, and I catch them. And that's why I got the cinnamon oil. But that cinnamon oil freaking tastes very, very strong. So I'm kind of screwed in that. I gotta fix it up. It kind of bugs me because it woke me up this morning at 4 o'clock making noise. So it's trying to come in through the heater. That's what noise is. So what I do is I have the cup here. I actually go up and down on the heater vent. So this way I scare them off. How often does one need to deworm? How often does one, as a person, or for a person, it's just based on your parasite, based on your sickness. Is fiber essential to our body? Fiber is a myth. You don't need fiber. I don't eat fiber. You don't need fiber. Trust me. I haven't had fiber for 10 years. Please don't let him chew the gas line. Well, the gas line is actually a copper. So I'm not really worried about that. So, but I have to actually take that gas line off and pack it, get a cap for it, and actually, the copper glue stuff. So that's it. There's nothing else. Then I can take the heat is about probably like 3 feet long. Once I take that, I'll have so much room under the sink. Have you experimented with the horse supplement? I've been curious about them. Yes, I have. That's why I have it in my cheat book, Jimmy. You can get them from Amazon. You can order them from Amazon if you can't buy them locally, unless you go to like an animal shop, like mostly horses and stuff. So you don't need to eat vegetables? No, you don't need to eat vegetables. Vegetables are very highly in a lot of anti-nutrients. Some are good. Some are good. Don't get me wrong. Some are okay to actually have, like a cucumbers and arugula. That's the only two things that I would eat. Give me a second, guys. Duke woke up. Come here, bud. Who are you barking at night? The deers? Come in. Come. You coming? No? He's barking at the deers. I just had a wild thought, but I don't think Duke will like it. Have you thought about a cat? I was thinking of getting a cat. I don't know yet. I don't know if I want to. I'm sure Duke won't like it, but I know I'll keep probably like a lot of the mice off here. If I take vitamin D3, should we be taking K2 vitamin? Not necessarily. What happened to Dr. Saladino? Dr. Saladino figured out that, hey, going carnivore without having fruits or carbohydrates as energy, it's not gonna work out. So he went back and started doing adding fruits to his a lot of fruits and a lot of carbohydrates. Look up a group created to heal, looking for people. I eat a lot of kale in summer. I would recommend kale. It can actually cause underactive thyroid. What are you eating when you carb load? White rice. Bigfoot. What kind of music do you like? Everything and anything. I'm not picking on music. If the music sounds good and puts me in a good mood, I'll listen to it. Whether it's English, Arabic, French, Spanish, or anything, I would listen to all of it. Thoughts on low dose naltrexone to lower inflammation markers? Is there any good use for it? Yeah, you could, but you gotta just be careful of your kidneys. Hi Maurice, I suffer from missing heartbeat. Is magnesium glycinate safe in dosage? No, magnesium glycinate won't fix your issue. Download my heart arrhythmia ebook. It will teach you what to do. Rather than taking taurine 5 times a day, can I take 15k milligrams all at once? No, your body won't absorb it. It'll end up flushing it out. Your body can only absorb up to 3,000 milligrams at a time. Swiss chard is good for skin, right? Very high in oxalates. Very high in oxalates. Is fruits okay than vegetables? Yes, fruits are better, especially whatever is in season. What is your dog barking at? We have a baby deer that actually was born on this land, and I showed you guys a picture last week. Today I was walking down, and there it is. It's actually back on the land. So it's pretty awesome. It's pretty tiny. I hate taking metformin. What else to take? Berberine. You grow a lot of kale. Don't grow kale anymore. Do something other than kale. Kale is very high in oxalates and actually it destroys your thyroid. If you're eating it once a week, it's fine, but more than once a week, you're gonna actually have underactive thyroid. Okay, then I will send you a Colombian music. Sounds good. Sounds good. I'll look forward to it. 100%. Is magnesium taurate good for your heart? No, it's not. Not enough taurine in it. Very small amount. I'm gonna take. Wow, we're almost gonna be on here for 2 hours. You guys are killing me. I only had erratic heartbeat because it turned out I was sleeping in a room with hidden mold. Okay, and the only reason you have it is because the mold will cause a deficiency, and you have a deficiency in your body right now because of the mold. So whether you actually living in mold or not, and now you move to a new house, let's say, and there's no mold, that's it. You still are deficient. I was hoping you would keep the baby deer. It's illegal. You can't. I did, take pictures of it. Beautiful little baby. And I went back again today, and it was there the other day with its mother. There's two other siblings, I think, two other deers, baby deers. So there are three in total. Can you combat oxalate with balsamic vinegar? With Swiss chard, you can do that with cheese. Cheese has calcium, and calcium will bind to the oxalates. This guy got no clue what he's talking about. Bad skin, bad hair, and completely scrawny. Whatever he talking to the opposite. Oh, thanks so much, Brady. I love the comment and all the energy positive you bring to this channel. Cheers, my friend. You will say God bless, and that's the. What is the deficiency causing me so many reaction to the mold? It's a magnesium deficiency that you actually tend to lose. I want to come off statin. What level of cholesterol is high and what to do? Download my ebook on cholesterol. You can actually get all the answers. Dear outdoor friend, beautiful, beautiful deers out there. We get lots every single day. Do you recommend lion's mane? The one I'm taking right now, lion's mane, has been working and it does help relax, especially if you take it at night. We have a lot of deer here. We are not supposed to feed them. Last week we had bear. Yeah, we're not supposed to feed them. It's illegal to actually feed them. You can get a huge fine if you feed live animals and stuff, wild animals. You can definitely get close. You can take pictures by all means, but you shouldn't really touch them or even feed them at all. I have no idea how someone could talk to a stranger with such disrespect. People are people, right? Words are words. Some people are clueless. They have no clue what they're talking about or the things they say. Is it gonna bother me? Not a whole lot. I really don't care. Words are words. And then you always have you know how anywhere you go in life, there's always that one asshole. Let's just put it that way. Anywhere you go, whether you have a neighbor or whether you have you're in school or you're in a club or anywhere, there's always that one person that has to stand out in a different way. I'm a 60-year-old man. What are the top 3 supplements I should be taking? Magnesium, niacin, and nitric oxide. Do hunters in Canada use deer feeders? Um, I haven't hunted deers yet, so I'm gonna actually apply for it this upcoming year. I don't know if they're allowed to. Jimmy, do you hunt in Canada? Have you hunted? Do you know if we can use deer feeders or not? I don't think we could. I think it's illegal. I'll find out. Anybody in Canada that is hunting that is on the channel, do you guys know for sure? Is the LDN state? You said watch out for kidney. I have side effects from most things I try. I've hunted in Canada, but not lately. And no, you can't. Okay, so you can't use deer feeders, Blaine. No. Why are you allowed in the US? I think in the US they have different regulations than us here in Canada. Deer feeders are pretty common on farms here in the States. Okay. Yeah, well, I don't think we could here. No, we're not able to, and we're not supposed to. What type of magnesium for the deficiency? There are many types. You can download my ebook on how to actually saturate with magnesium. I know you're trying to get all the proper information, but if you download the ebook, It will teach you how you can actually take the magnesium correctly. Deer feeders are common on farms here too, but they aren't illegal. Okay, so they are illegal. They do use them, but they are illegal to be used. You're a nice person. You can use deer feeders on your private land, but you can't hunt them in Michigan. Okay. So are you allowed to hunt them, Blaine, if you're using deer feeders? Probably not. They're just probably just for watch more than anything, I guess. I will download the ebook. Perfect. Yeah, download the ebook. Go over it. You have any questions? I'll guide you through the steps. No problem. Does lion mane help with nerve regeneration? It does slightly, but it depends how much you take. You gotta take it 3 times a day. Please, how do I download the ebook? If you click on my picture profile, it's gonna take you to a page. On that page, you click on my picture and go to my website, please. Never heard of them. Family hunted deer for many generations. Yeah, I'm learning a lot of new things. You know, the guys here, we have a lot of them have farms and a lot of them have hunted, so it's pretty awesome. Is Duke okay? He's so quiet. He's usually out sleeping. Right now it's almost about 9:30 p.m. Usually we're out sleeping by now. 2100 milligrams of lion's mane. Yeah, I would take about 3000 milligrams about 3 times a day. Let's get Duke in here so we can go to sleep. What's good for leaky gut regimen? Food combining and increase your digestive enzymes by taking bee pollen. Come on in, Duke. Let's go. 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 Up. Go to sleep. Staying up late, mister. There's you guys' little guy. I'll let you see him before we go to sleep. Duke, where are you sleeping tonight? On my bed again? Yeah, in the corner? That's his corner there. Is it good to supplement omegas? Yes, mostly DHA, and make sure it's liquid. Try to get omegas in high DHA because it does not oxidize. Good night, Duke and Maurice. Have a great day tomorrow. Cheers, Jimmy. You too. Thanks so much. Guys, I know I've been here like almost 2 hours. Maurice has a free liver and taurine guide for download. Free, people. It's free. 100% is free, guys. Yes, Blaine, thanks so much for putting that out there. Guys, don't forget to download the free ebooks as well too on taurine and on the liver cleanse. It's still out there for free. Usually I would take them by, I was supposed to take them down and I forgot. So Blaine reminded me to actually tell you guys to make sure you download them before I take them down. In the meantime, you guys have a nice evening. Calgary is cold. BC is freezing. It's been raining non-stop as well. You guys have a nice evening. Duke is ready to go to sleep. He's scratching his head. He does this every night before he goes to sleep. You guys take care. Blaine, have a nice evening. You guys be good. And we'll definitely chat tomorrow. In the meantime, you guys take care.